but it's not Al Jazeera America. It's just the actual Al Jazeera.
Okay.
They'll actually show people being blown up.
Sweet.
On TV.
Sweet.
And you know what? I understand that that's violent, and it's like.
I think
that's not. It's not right
to see that.
But you know, if you don't see it, you're not going to think it exists.
Yeah.
Like we live in this American bubble. Where
now, especially with all this PC and liberal far left wing, the regressive left, those pieces of shit, Prius driving, motherfucking rainbow loving, those guys.
Too crazy. There's two crazy sides.
Well, I think
you got to sit in the middle.
I think of it as like a giant circle, okay, and they're so far right, they're so far left, they're back here in crazy land.
Yeah.
And they don't even know it. They just hate each other so much that
they don't even pay attention to the real issues at hand. They just yell at each other.
Yeah,
and then try to get their agenda passed.
Well, I don't know if you had any experience with this at college, but I did a little bit where like people are really offended by things now. Like orientation. I don't know if you guys had this, but we had like this politically correct talk. Like they got us in a group together. We had to sit in a circle, and they like taught us terms and everything.
Like terms to use instead of other words?
Yeah, like they were teaching us. They're like, "Do you know the difference between sex and gender?" And I'm like,
"No way."
What?
Give me a.
And they're like, "Do you like Jews and everything? Do you use that as a slur? Do you know what Jewish people actually are and stuff?" And I'm like, "This is weird. People actually need this education."
It's about context. It's not about the word.
Yeah, but then I had this kid, okay, and he was like, "Dude, your name's Thaddeus. That's pretty cool. It's just like Thaddeus Young." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You know who that is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's a washed up bum." And he's like, "Dude, you can't say that. I'm from Philadelphia. I like Thaddeus Young." And I'm like, "Doesn't change the fact that he's a washed up bum." And he's like, "Dude, you really need to watch what you're saying next time." I'm like, "Why? Why are you offended by a guy you've never met?
It's not even you.
You've never met him, but like he's affiliated with a sports team that you like."
That's weird.
But people, they just jump on this stuff now.
I think people like to be offended because it gives them something to complain about.
I think it's an excuse now. It's a setback that they can hop all over. They're like, "Oh, well, you know, if he wouldn't have offended me, I could have got that done." You know? It's stupid.